Oh, Knights of Apollo. What is up, guys? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. And we are back in Middle Earth. And do we have a treat for you guys today? An epic siege battle, a 3 versus 3. And the fighting in this one is so intense. It's bloody street combat. And it's going to be an epic struggle, guys. So do not forget to get your snacks and drinks. Sit somewhere comfortable and enjoy the battle. So let's go ahead and dive into this one. So here's a big bird's eye view of the situation. It's a 3 versus 3. Now this is Dawnless Days, the Lord of the Rings mod for Total War Attila. There are some sub mods that are also installed. I have them all linked down in the video description so you can see what exactly we're using today. It's mostly like mods that add factions, or I'm sorry, not, well, yeah, I guess it does add a faction, but it also adds units to factions as well, so it makes it a little bit more, just more variety in the units. Anyways, let's jump in here and check out the factions. We're going to start with the attackers. They're mostly of bad factions, evil factions. Not bad as in like they're bad, they're evil. We've got Harad. So Harad with the epic Serpent Guard. You can see they're moving up forward very quickly. This is about to get going here. In the center, we have, tragically, Rohan. So, yeah, you know, when King Theoden's like, where was Gondor when the Westfold fell? And, well, I mean, here you are. I wonder why. You're over here flirting with the Haradrim girls, you know? You're just over here like, you can't deny the baddie Haradrim girls, you know, that's, I don't know. But yeah, I guess we could argue this is like a subsection of Rohan that turned evil. And then over on this side, which they're already attacking, look at this, we're gonna do some slow motion here. I did not expect this to be so quick. We have Isengard. I know. Rohan fighting with Isengard. What is this blasphemy? But that's the beauty of Total War. You can create crazy scenarios like this. Now, on the defending side, it makes a little bit more sense. We've got two armies of Gondor. Technically, one is like a Blackroot Vale focused army of Gondor. A lot of Blackroot Vale units and archers and stuff. You can see them right here. We also have another Gondor-ish faction. It's pretty much Gondor. It's Dol Amroth. So we're going to see some epic Swan Knights on the battlefield. And then finally, we have normal Gondor, which is your typical vanilla Gondor. You know what I mean? Like, oh, Steward. What? This is the Steward? Look at him. He's, oh my God, it's the Steward. Denethor. Wow, it looks like him too. The battle's lost. Flee for your lives. Oh man, that's awesome. I love Denethor. Denethor, obviously the characters are a bit better in the books, but yeah, he goes mad because he has, doesn't he go mad because he has one of the sight stones, if I'm not mistaken, which drives him mad. It's not that he's just, you know, naturally going mad. Anyways, let's jump in here and get this show on the road because, like I said, guys, it is already picking up quick. Isengard sending in their initial forces, which are Uruk-hai Raiders. The brave, look at this guy go off. The brave Blackroot Vale Gondorian men trying their best to be the front line of defense here in this settlement. But if we zoom out as this battle progresses, we can see that this is not going to be a very condensed fight. It's actually very spread out, as we have some forces over here charging in as well, and Gondor coming to meet them. They do have some Silver Swan Knights charging in. Look at this. A very bad charge. Did not get the charge he wanted there. But yeah, they go in trying to fight the elite Serpent Guard. We also have some Gondor infantry accompanying the Silver Swan Knights as they try to defend this settlement to the last man. So we'll see if they can hold on here. They've set up some barriers as well. They're gonna very easily knock these down. Ooh, we got some Umbar usurpers. No, usurpers. There we go. They're looking for supper. Ooh. Ooh, they capture the tower. It collapses and actually does some damage to the unit. But they're going to be able to get a nice flanking charge on this Gondorian unit here. And it's going to be nasty. So while that's progressing, let's head back. I guess we gonna zoom up the camera here. I was doing a nice slow cinematic camera. There we go. Oh, it's a little too fast. But yeah, more and more Isengard is charging into this fight. They're really focusing on this this corner of the map, the settlement. And what I absolutely love to see here from the defenders is that they're actually defending their settlement. They're not falling back to the inner, you know, final stand area. They're actually out here defending the houses and homes, the buildings of the settlement from ruin, from destruction of the evil forces of Middle-earth. Oh, get it. Get it. So now more forces charge in. Nice little flanking charge by Dol Amroth, sending in some dismounted Swan Knights. And these guys, you don't want to be fighting them. You got these Uruk-hai. Uruk-hai probably don't fear death, but if they did, this would definitely be the opportunity to do so. A nice fight. Let's zoom out. Let's see if make sure we're not missing anything. So yeah, most of the fighting's taking place right at this corner. Rohan is about to attack the walls from this position. So they're just now getting their ram up there. They've got a couple towers. This is definitely going to be a problem for the defenders once they get up there. And then back over this way. This defense is definitely more of a bend but don't break. It looks like they're kind of putting up a light defense, but Gondor is doing a good job. These are the same two units, it looks like. The Gondor Sword Infantry. Looks like the same two units that were holding elsewhere, or that were holding here originally with the Swan Knights. And these Serpent Guard, they are having a tough time breaking through these two units. Got the officer here. Now the archers are coming in from the Haradrim as they're trying to pepper down the Gondor defenders because it's just too much for the infantry. So we'll see. But in the center where the gate is, they're doing fine. They're kind of just chilling. I think they're gonna wait for reinforcements here and most likely charge forward. But there is a unit waiting for their embrace. Look at these guys. Oh, the Peligir Marines. The Peligir Marines. Yeah, they're ready. They're like, get a little closer. I dare ya. Come here. Get a little closer. I dare ya. They're going to throw these jabbies like no tomorrow. Let's head back over to this front because remember, guys, Rohan is engaging here. They are now sending forward their troops, and Gondor's got to be like so betrayed. Like, how could you do this, Rohan? What about the West Fold? Oh, we're sorry about the damn West Fold. All right? Nothing we could do about it. What about Osgiliath? Where were you when Osgiliath fell? Fair. That's a fair point. So they just gotta fight it out now. So Rohan, it's definitely kind of gross seeing the Rohirrim fight Gondor. But you never know. Could have happened. Could have happened. Back over this way, things are getting wild. More and more units pouring in. Oh, we got some mounted Swan Knights. It looks like they're getting some good hammer and anvil strikes. Trying to do some heavy damage to the Uruk-hai. But the Uruk-hai are now sending in better troops. They got the Uruk-hai Infantry, which is a better fighting infantry force compared to the Uruk-hai Raiders. The infantry a bit more professional, bit more highly armored, a bit more compared to the Raiders. The Raiders are exactly that. They're Raiders. They go in, they go out. They don't necessarily go for heavily military, defended targets. They go for villages. They go for the vulnerable, and they plunder and destroy and kill. But they're still pretty good. The Raiders are still decent, but the Uruk-hai infantry obviously better. Oh, look at him. Oh, he's punching him. He's punching him. Oh, my goodness. He's like, not today. I'm not dying today, dang it. There's an Uruk-hai trap. That was epic. That was such an epic animation. Holy smokes, that was cool. Just wailing on him. Oh, man, that's like Hollywood moment there. That was awesome. I think I've seen that before, but I rarely see that. That was so cool. I love that animation. So, in reserve, we got Dol Amroth, who is got some dismounted Swan Knights. Looks like they've got their spears out. But it's a spear version. These guys are the sword version. Love these helmets. Swans, baby. Swans. But yeah, they're holding still pretty effectively. Rohan is making this more difficult. You can see how Gondor has kind of like gave up this corner, which makes sense. There goes another cav charge by the Swan Knights. So they're really trying to trample these guys down, which is smart because look at the balance of power. They're obviously outnumbered, but they're not outmatched. Now back over this way where things are going, but much slower. They did defeat the Swan Knights, the initial defenders of this corner, and now Harad is going to very easily be able to run up this side. We'll see what they do. Actually, no, they haven't defeated the Swan Knights. The Swan Knights are still going at it. Look at this. Oh, baby. Look at that. That was awesome. They got infantry closing in. You might want to get these guys out of here again. If they don't get them out soon, this might be the last of these Swan Knights. How many kills do they have? 186 kills. The Swan Knights are no joke, dude. Oh, no. They're dropping fast, though. They're too weak. They've seen too much. Yeah, so that looks like that's the end of the Swan Knights, but they go out in a blaze of glory as they charged in and annihilated that infantry unit. Definitely very epic. Now, this over here in the gate, it looks like Rohan has charged up the gate and is bringing the fight to Cobra or the Blackroot Vale Vanguard Spears. So their job is to hold the gate. I don't know if they're going to be able to win this fight, but they can definitely slow down the Rohirrim. And then back this way, we got a much more aggressive defense from the Blackroot Vale contingent of the Gondor force as they really try to hold the walls and not give up too much ground to this Rohirrim infantry. And that's the good thing about Rohan attacking you. They can't really use their cav. You know, like, obviously Rohan is more of a cav focus factor. They have good infantry, don't get me wrong. But it's harder for them to use their cav in this situation, so they could try to take advantage of that. But it does look like Rohan... Look at this fight. Look at this fight. That's cool. Like, all over the place. It does look like Rohan is going to take this eventually, unless the defenders send up more reinforcements. Which it looks like they are. Look at that in the back. You got some archers going in who probably used up all their ammo. Man, what a fight. Let's go back to over to this corner where it looks like Isengard has kind of claimed this territory. Let's go ahead and turn on the HUD here. And yeah, the Swan Knights, that secondary defense, is now in the thick of it. Holding against the Isengard troops. So we'll see how long they can hold. Back over here, it's still really surprising how slow this is progressing here. Either Harad is nervous, or I think what Harad might be doing is just... well, Harad doesn't look like he has a lot of troops left, unless they're hiding in the trees, or he sent a good chunk of his forces over to this side, which might be the case. Do we have any Harad? No, this is all... look at this. This is all Rohan. So Harad, I feel like, is hiding some men, or maybe they're not. Maybe Harad really did just, you know, just lost a lot of men to the Swan Knights. So I think what the Haradrim player is, what they're doing is just distracting this Gondor force, because this is a healthy force, and they could be helping out on the other side. We also have a small unit of troops over here. Look at this. Breaking down some barriers. The Umbar suppers. You suppers. You supers. Anyways, yeah, they broke down that barrier. It looks like it's a cool little pathway they can use, but it is being guarded by the Blackroot Vale Vanguard Spears, a fitting unit to hold this. Well, I guess the Vanguard is like the initial, right? The initial force, or maybe not. I don't know. Whatever. Well, let's get back over to the thick of it, the intense fighting, which of course is over here. The dismounted Swan Knights, who are going to put up a hell of a fight. And they're also holding here because they don't want to lose control of this siege tower, which is like having an extra archer unit kind of helping you out. So you definitely don't want to lose that. Another reason why you don't want to instantly fall back to the inner workings, because this settlement... oh, I spinned... okay, why is this so spinny? This is so spinny. Okay, that's a little too slow. Hold on. Okay, that's a little too fast. There we go. Sorry, camera control. I'm failing. So they could easily fall back here and hold, like, what is it? 2 choke points? No, 3. 3 choke points over here. But they also don't want to give up the they don't want to give up the arrow towers, you know? So we'll see if this more aggressive defense strategy works out for them. So far, it's been going decent. Oh, yeah. Get him. Oh, stabbed him right in the back. Good. Oh. 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 He's like, who's next? What Uruk-hai scum wants to die next? Oh, let's see this guy go off right now. You see, he's kind of catching his breath right now. He's like, all right. All right. You know, it's kind of like, you know, he was the front line. Now he's letting other guys who have been resting move up to the front. You know, they're like cycling in and out troops. I'm just going to watch him. So in the middle of your screen, this guy, he's the one who just got that kill. Let's see if he goes in soon. If he doesn't, we're just going to have to look away. Come on, man. He's like, all right, who's next? Okay, nobody? All right, I'm going to chill here. Come on, get in there. Fight. You got one of them. Get another one. The town demands it. This guy's getting double teamed. I guess he's going to chill, so we got to look away. But that was cool. Cool little animation. Oh, in the center, things are getting interesting, guys. We've got a huge force of archers and a thin line of, what is this? This is Dol Amroth, the Wharf Guard. So they are basically a pike unit trying to... oh! Trying to maintain this line while the archers support them from afar, but some of the infantry is making it to these archers. Well, it looks like, no, it looks like the archers are combined in with another Wharf Guard. Here's more archers moving up, but they pretty much used up all their ammo, so they can kind of fight in the battle. Oh no! The vanguard who are defending the rear. They're surrounded. They're surrounded. Not completely. Oh. Where's that archer fire coming? Oh, nice. Look at Gondor. Okay, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Gondor has fallen back. See? They've moved their army. So we didn't really miss anything here. But they moved their army from this defense, crossed the river, and they're probably going to send their units over to support their allies. Oh, jeez. This way, we've got a general. This is the done here? I don't know. He's a general, and he's getting surrounded. I think he's an archer unit, but he probably has a pretty decent capability of fighting. But he's got to be careful here. He definitely doesn't want to lose his general too early. Definitely does not want to lose him too early. Back this way, it looks like they're cleaning up what remains of the defenders on this this wall, which is, yep, there they go. They're breaking. It's a unit of Dol Amroth Marines. And now we've got some Rohirrim Cav in the city. This is definitely going to be a problem. Look at these majestic bastards. Look at it. It's Theodred. Prince Theodred. Is this the son of Theoden? Pretty sure. But yeah, they're going to go ahead. He's going to run around and most likely find some opportunities to get the Cav involved. Back this way. This is what I was talking about. The struggle in the streets right now. Two sides not willing to budge. I love it. A great fight. Rohan sending in archers now. They're just like sending whatever they got. Sending in reinforcements. These Swan Knights are doing everything they can to hold this position. They might just do it too. There's a lot of breaking going on here. And the center, it's a little bit of an issue. We got, look at this, the stampede of archers chasing after, what is this, Household Guard or something? What is this? Westfold axes. They're like, you want to see the downfall of the Westfold? Here you go. Look at these Westfold. Look at these massive axes they have. And they're going to like counter. I think he was just trying to get a charge off. And the Gondor archers were pursuing to prevent them from being able to pull off a charge. So it's pretty smart from both sides. Uh-oh. Rohan. The Household Knights. About to charge the flank of these poor archers who pursued. What a great fight this has been. A great struggle that is unraveling before our eyes. So nice little hammer and anvil there. Well, they're probably going to keep it up. Back this way, they are starting to break Isengard, which is good. Isengard is down to few troops. They do have some White Hand Stormers. These guys are pretty good. Pretty good. So it's still a healthy unit. They've only lost 2 men. But there is a unit waiting for their arrival, which is the dismounted Swan Knights. They're pretty depleted, but they are resting up, waiting for their attack. Now, this is a problem here. Massive amount of troops. Lots of cav, infantry, archers, everything. They've got a lot of red over here. We definitely got to see Gondor move up. I think he's going to take these units and get them in position to hold. He does have some Gondor archers. I love the long hair Gondorians. But yeah, they're gonna go ahead and try to pepper down these troops. Let's see what they're shooting at. I think they're shooting at just this big blob. Big blob of Umbar usurpers. And then we got some like Númenórean, dark Númenóreans here. So, oh, and then they're going to charge the rear of this unit. So they're just kind of cleaning up. This is a problem here. These Haradrim, like Númenórean folk, they're going to be a problem because they're very good. And they found a gap to charge through. Look at this. They're going to get behind the Fountain Guard. The epic Fountain Guard. are about to be exposed. Let's see if they go for him, though. Yes, they do. Look at them. They turned. Yep, there they go. They're like, screw to you, Fountain Guard. Nice. So the Fountain Guard find themselves surrounded. They're going to need support there. A big force. Look at this. A big force starting to move this way. He does have one unit going the long way over here. We got dismounted Serpent Guard. I'm curious to see if they go and attack the town center to try to cap it. But he's going to have to run through here, which is going to take a little time because there's multiple layers of barricades there. It's not impossible to get through. It just takes time, and that's the whole point. Let's head back over to this fight. We're down to just under 7 minutes in this battle. We're down to just 7 minutes. And they're fighting the good fight, guys. Fighting the good fight. Yeah, they're trying. You know, honestly, at this point, I feel like the defenders, what they need is a good hammered anvil that's going to mass break some of these attackers, because I feel like the attacking forces are starting to get a little overwhelming for them. Oh yeah, look at that. Isengard. Such a cool looking faction. An epic fight, these two. Oh, I think he got shot. Or hit with an arrow. Oh, look at these two. Look at these two. Come on. Come on. Hold. Hold. Looks like there's some berserkers in here as well. They're going to be a problem. That's awesome. So the Swan Knights, man, they just will not give up this street. They won't back away. There's even a Swan Knight unit having to peel away from that fight and go support Gondor in the center because they're hanging on by a thread. Back over this way, we've got some units holding back units as well. We've got the Dol Amroth Marines and also a unit of, what is this, Citadel Guard. So they've got a tough fight ahead of them. And this is a very crucial position because they're protecting the overall flank of the main army. And sure enough, they are sending a unit this way to start destroying the barricades, which they've broken through pretty much the first barricade. And they are going to try to get to the town center, but it's a risky play because who knows, he might need those units in this main fight. There's a lot of breaking going on here for the bad guys. This is good news for the defenders. They got to keep it up. I don't see, I kind of hope that the Dol Amroth saved a unit of Swan Knights for this very end fight. What is this? A Sally Owl? What? They're fighting outside? This seems like a bit of a mistake. This would work if you had another unit of Cavs so you can hammer an anvil. That would be awesome right now. You'd be crushing this unit. But unfortunately, that doesn't look like the case. I think the defenders are completely spent. They're completely out of Cav units. Let's see. They're making a bit of an aggressive push here. I like to see it. Let's not forget he's got the Fountain Guard, which are extremely good. Come on. Get him, Fountain Guard. Get him. Get him. Now some archers. Oh, yeah. These aren't archers. These are the Muhad hunters who have giant, looks like bolts, just tossing them. Oh, that is devastating for the Fountain Guard. That is their weakness. That is their kryptonite, which is... Oh, I love these animations. That is their kryptonite. Projectiles. That's gonna sting. And that's why they're probably getting aggressive here. They're charging out to try to silence these guys and fight them in close quarters. But this is looking fairly close. This is looking close as well. If the good guys, if the defenders can win here and consolidate their forces, there is a chance that they can move together and defeat these troops over here. And they're already sending in... Oof. Yeah, nice charge by the Rohirrim player. But yeah, they're sending in some archers, I think, to just kind of keep these guys at bay while the center continues to fight. We're down to the last 2 minutes of this battle, and it's getting to the point where it's like, who's going to break first? Is it going to be the attackers, or is it going to be the defenders? It's going to be tough to say. Man, if the Swan, if they just had one unit of fresh Swan Knights, I feel like they would be rounding up these fools. They would be smoking them. They would be just inhaling them with righteous fury. The hooves trampling Uruk-hai. The hooves of the horses of the Dol Amroth. But unfortunately, they don't have that, so they're going to have to rely on infantry to kind of move around and be aggressive, and that's what's happening. These... Oh, Denethor! Denethor! Look at him. He's fighting like a champ. He's moving around. He's breaking these guys. This is good. He can get around and get behind these men. That would free up all of these units, and then they can, like I said, consolidate their forces over here. This is a close battle, guys. The balance of power showing it, of course, in favor of the attackers, but it's still, don't let that deceive you. This is a very close battle. All it takes is a good chain route, a couple units to break here and there. We got a general over here. This is big. This is the White Hand Stormers. They're deadly. They're giving the Dol Amroth, who have been fighting non-stop, a tough fight right here. The dismounted Swan Knights already have 283 kills, which is insane. Here we go. Here we go. Denethor. Denethor, charge! Charge! Nice. So that's going to help out a little bit. Oh, no, Rohan. No, you bastard. Yeah, they just did the same thing to him, and they got no answer for it. Just crushed. Crushed these guys. Oh, man. They can try to hold on, but yeah, they're breaking. That was probably the nail in the coffin right there. Yep. That's it, guys. That's the battle. So we have a victory for the attackers. This was a great battle down to the wire. Let's go ahead and end the replay and look at the results. But, you know, honestly, the defenders played great. I don't think there's much more they could have done. I believe this, I forgot I don't know who sent this in, because I know their Discord name. It was either Nikki or Levi. So thank you for the battle replay. I think it was one of those players. Potentially Levi, but yeah, see, you got the Blackroot Vale. They did great. A lot of good kills on the infantry. I guess they could have done a little better with the archers. This one got 120, which is pretty good. Here's the epic Swan Knights. I mean, look at this: 305, 230, 135, 172, 243. Like, they killed it. They just didn't have enough troops, and of course, they didn't have any cav for the late game. Faramir was there. What the heck? Faramir was there. Okay, fighting with his dad. That's awesome. He had 207 kills, and Denethor getting 210. Dude, you can't let your dad get more kills than you. And then we can look at the evil forces, which they're going to probably have less kills per unit. Wow, 100, 105. Still pretty good, just because they had more money. You know, less units to kill. So there you go, guys. That's going to wrap it up for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope you guys finished up your snacks and drinks, and this was a nice little break from your day-to-day, I suppose. But thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time on the battlefield.